I've driven an hour up a logging road, launched my pack raft on a remote mountain lake, paddled upriver, dragging the raft through rapids just to get to this remote mountain lake. I've come up here with some conventional gear to try to troll from a pack raft and see what I can fish today. Hopefully do a little catch and cook at the end of the day. Let's get to it. Today we're looking for rainbow trout, sea run cutthroat, kokanee, and a variety of salmon species, even Dolly Vartan are up in these lakes. So I'm currently paddling upriver. Looks like I'm coming up to my first obstacle here. And yeah, this should be one heck of an adventure. All right, I think I'm gonna have to get out of the kayak and pull it up these rapids here. Yeah, I'm not paddling up this. All right, that's the first obstacle done. That was quite a small set of rapids, but still fun to get out and pull the boat through. I think that'll be one of our main obstacles until I get further upriver. And right near the second lake, it looks like there might be a pretty large set of rapids that we have to get around. But I'm gonna try to paddle from here. Okay, so now that I've made it to the lake finally, that was a tiring adventure. I gotta find somewhere on this rugged landscape to pull over and set up my fishing rod. I really don't know how I'm gonna fish from this pack raft. Some of you might have been wondering that already. Like, aren't you sitting in a balloon? Yes, I am. That's part of the adventure, that's part of the fun, but it might turn out to be a bad mistake. But yeah, let's start with finding somewhere I can pull off to set up my rod and start to try to figure out how I'm actually gonna fish from a big balloon. Oh, what a beautiful area. All of the shoreline here is like steep cliff and scree or really bushy. It's going to be a bit tricky to find a place to pull off and set up the rods. Actually, this might be a decent one here. Let's pull to the side and get the rod set up. Okay, so I found a spot on shore here. And pulling my rod and everything out from inside the pack raft. This is going to be quite interesting to be using hooks inside of what's effectively a balloon. All right, I have my setup ready here that I'm going to use for today. So I have an inline spinner. It's a bit of a different spinner than I'd usually use, but I actually bought this last time I was on Vancouver Island. And then I have around 3 feet of 12-pound monofilament leader, and then to a 20-pound braid main line with a swivel in between. So my plan is to cast this out, get in my boat, and then start fishing in hopes to keep the hook as far away from the inflatable as I can. Hopefully that works, and that means the only dangerous part is when the fish gets close to the raft. But I do have a net too, and hey, if I got a fish close to the raft, I've done pretty well. It's a good problem to have. So yeah, that's the rig, and I'm gonna get all in the water. Trying to keep the hook as far away from my raft as I can. So. This is already harder than expected. Okay, I am officially on the water, trolling for trout and salmon out of an inflatable raft. How could this end poorly? There's something about being alone out in wilderness like this that feels really special. It makes you feel small, but in a weird way, it also makes you feel significant. You're a part of this ecosystem. It's a very different feeling than you get in the cities. I do know that around these lakes there's a good population of bear and mountain lions, so I'm hoping to maybe have a wildlife encounter today from a distance. Would be nice, but it would be pretty amazing to see some of those beautiful animals that live their lives out here in these mountains. This is working surprisingly well. My raft is not fully inflated, but I don't really want to slow down to pump it up to full. I feel like I have a nice roll going with this lure right now. I'm actually going to cut across here. I see a bit of a sandy chute. Can't really tell where the river is that brings me to the third lake. I don't think I'll be doing that today anyways. It's already around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I just don't have time, but I might look at coming back to do another trip, trying to get to that third lake. I think this is actually the river. It's the third lake, and there's a gorgeous gravel bar here to swim from. What a spot. Wow. Mother Nature is the best artist. totally just had a bite and missed it. It was much closer to shore than I thought it would be. There we go. We have something on the end of the line. It's a rainbow trout. This is a beautifully colorful trout. So strong. Always surprised. Oh, he hooked himself very well. Absolutely beautiful. And he's gone. Swimming away right in front of me here. Not the cleanest release, but a good fish. Absolutely beautiful cutthroat. That's a pretty awesome fish. That's also going to be dinner. I'm going to bonk him on the head. I'll be back. That's a big wolf. Alright, I'm packed back up. Got that fish for dinner. I did pack my rod up for the paddle back. We have a really strong headwind and I'm already a bit tired from the paddle here, so I think I'm just going to focus on paddling back, getting to the first lake, getting through the whitewater. Wonderful growler bar. They got me dinner. All right, I just got back to camp after that wonderful day of fishing. Wow, that was definitely tiring. I have a lot of bigger trips planned and I'm realizing I might not be quite enough in shape yet. But what a great day on the water. Really fun to catch some fish. and to traverse up to that other more remote lake. So it's probably time to get a fire going, cook up that cuddy, and have a great dinner. Let's do it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you feel like I earned your subscription, please consider subscribing. I have a lot of awesome adventures planned, and most of you watching aren't subscribed. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for a lot more very cool things that are coming your way.